We conducted interviews with the following individuals at Texas Tech regarding issues of gender inequality. The main idea that we want to point out is that there is a lack of education on our campus on issues relating to sex, gender, and equality. This lack of education is likely to later lead to biased research that will continue to reinforce gender stereotypes in our society. In order to provide factual answers, we also interviewed current gender development students who are well informed on the topics that we discussed. Did you feel a push towards this major because of your gender?
No.
No.
Didn't?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, but there's not a lot of girls there.
Well, personally, I always knew that I wanted to do something that helped kids, and so that's why I chose the major that I did. It's my personality that makes me want to do it, not my gender.
Not really, but also my major is very female dominant.
What is the difference between sex and gender?
I would see one.
There's not one.
Sex is what you have on your body, and gender is what you have in your head.
Sex is like, like what you physically are, and gender is like what you identify as.
Sex is the biological parts that you're born with, and gender can be very fluid, and so it's kind of on this spectrum, but basically gender is just how you identify as yourself.
Did you notice any specific gendered roles in your family?
Yeah, my mom's a badass. She does it all.
The men in my family do manly things. They are in charge of doing yard work and mowing the lawn and stuff like that, when my mom would cook and do dishes.
My dad was always for sure the one just to work, and my mom, he almost didn't want my mom to work. My brother, he never had to do like any chores around the house. All he was focused on was working.
My mom kind of put her career on the back, and my dad, like, he's excelling in engineering. We were equal in like sports and like how we have to learn how to cook and clean.
Like my dad went to work, my mom went to work, and whoever came home first would cook.
Our women's basketball team is called the Lady Red Raiders. What are the thoughts about the title of this?
They always do that.
Yeah, why is it divided anyway? Like, what's the
Nobody
main
goes to the
difference?
girl
There's
basketball
no-
games, and they're actually pretty beast. That's what I've heard.
Why can't
I
it
even
divide and be equally beastly?
make it easier, like who you going to go see. There's more importance on men's sports. I never really thought about it, but now it's kind of bothering me.
To not have the men title in their title because it's a given, or what makes it given? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not fair. Then I think about it. I don't think I've ever noticed that, but yeah. Hey.
I don't think it's wrong. That's okay.
Okay. What does this imply, if anything, about other women's sports teams?
I don't know. I don't think of it. Doesn't make a difference to me.
I think it's okay because if you're listening to something and they're talking about the sports teams, it helps you know which one they're talking about.
I think like at my high school we have like Eagles and it's like Lady Eagles. And I was just like, why is it just not Eagles? Because like we're all one team, like one school. But in a way, it seems like it's gender, inequality. Yeah, in a way. But I mean, it's just been so ingrained in our lives. You're just used to it, so you don't think about it at all.
I don't see a problem with it.
Okay.
Maybe that they're a little less than the men's sport teams.
They're out there playing a sport, they're being tough, they're showing off their skills, they're not being ladies. It's making the boys the default.
I think it definitely is like a separation. Why does it have to be Lady Raiders? You don't have it separated by race. I think it implies that women's sports teams are lesser than men's sports teams, and that the men's sport team gets to carry the name of the school, the name of the mascot, but the women's sports team has to be prefaced as the women's sports team.